How long until people get more fired up about video games and esports than they do about regular sports? Because I figure it's got to happen sometime.
Never. Hold on. Wait for it. Never.
Wait, why? What's so great about our bodies, physical bodies, running around getting broken?
Because all of us can understand our bodies, right? Even if we don't like them, even if we're frustrated by them, we can all relate to them. Not everybody can relate to whatever the esport game is.
Nobody. Are you saying not everyone can relate to a wicked hardcore Zerg rush?
Yes, not everybody can relate to a wicked hardcore Zerg rush.
Supreme
you
ability.
Walk into a fucking Piggly Wiggly and ask some random
Resource
person.
management.
You're like, yo, bro. You ever had your pulse pound to a hardcore Zerg rush? They're going to call the goddamn cops and blow a rape whistle in your face.
Yeah! Hello, beautiful people. You know it's Tuesday night, and that means it has got to be go time for Night Attack, bringing you the best of the worst of the internet ever since 1774, I guess, give or take. We used to be a British colony, just like the rest of you. Hey guys, I'm Brian Brushwood, live in Austin, Texas, joined, as always, from our West Coast studio in Oakland, California. It's none other than JRY. What's going on, Justin Robert Young?
Holy shit in a biscuit, Brian.
Shit in a biscuit? That was my favorite. That's what we prepare the kids. I take some Hershey bars. I break off 3 of the mini bars in the Hershey bar. I put it in. You roll it up in a croissant. Technically, it's not a biscuit. It's a croissant. Yeah. Shit in a brisket is a totally different thing. That's where you actually...
No. Shit in a brisket is when you take 4 chocolate bars. Yeah. You slow smoke a traditional Texas brisket, and then you shit on the floor.
Yes, shit on a brisket.
Yeah. And then you wave your 10-gallon hat in the air and yell, "Shit on a brisket!"
Shit in some Bisquick is totally different because that's one where it's like you're boning her and then you count to 3 together, and on 3 both of you pour bowls of Bisquick over and you orgasm simultaneously.
Also, shit in the Kismet is a totally different thing. A #1 hit song by Perry Como in 1951.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Night Attack. It's been fantastic.
Good night, everybody. Dying fire.
All right, that's enough. Hey, buddy, how you been, man?
Holy fuck, man. I feel like we both feel the pressure. Do you feel that pressure?
Oh, dude, the pressure of like we've got the real life Sports Illustrated cover curse. What we're fighting is what economists call a regression to the mean, right? Yeah. It's like we have our usual level of funny and good episodes, and then we have this white hot lightning strike of God's jism right in our eyes, and we get 2 episodes right in a row of unbelievable quality. It's electric, it's horrifying, it's funny. The whole Ghost Dad saga was amazing, and then all of a sudden, it's like, well, what do we got now?
Well, Brian, I bring this up because I just got something that just came in.
Oh shit! Did you just get friended by my grandfather?
This is really personal, Brian.
Oh shoot, man! Wow. Sounds like it's electric.
But like my uncle, who was crippled, just Snapchatted me of him walking.
No. Oh, can you show us?
No. Well, this is the reason why, Brian, because we're fucking floundering here, man. Like we had manna from heaven fell into our laps. We had an amazing stretch, a couple episodes. Last week and this week, and now I feel like we got to manufacture it. Sometimes it ain't just going to happen for us. We need to start killing our family members and then being surprised when they survive our murder attempts.
All right, so real quick, one of the things that we wanted to do later on is play with that Twitter poetry engine. I saw 2 or 3 people send me tweets based. It was like some program that generates poetry based on your Twitter feed, and the one for me, every 3rd line was just awesome! exclamation point. So I assume it grabbed some random ass stuff, but we need a link to it in order to get to that.
So we're going to do that. We're also going to be joined by a very, very special guest who will continue to plumb the burgeoning addiction that both Brian and I have for the Blizzard iOS game Hearthstone.
Ooh, I spread the disease and now Justin's got it.
No, man, it's the worst. I fucking lost my iPad because of it.
All right, well, okay, let's talk about this. Now, first of all, we're getting conflicting reports. Some say that the iPad was stolen. Some say it was lost. Both sources are Justin Robert Young.
Yeah. By the way, bro, why not both? Because that's exactly what happened. I was flying from San Diego, and I'm playing this Hearthstone thing. And, of course, Hearthstone, very nice, right? Fun game. Got a little, like, an annoying fucking element to it where you can't play it offline. You always have to be connected to the internet. So all of a sudden, I'm playing it on the flight, waiting, hoping I can beat this fucking mage by the time that
I love the way mage comes out of your mouth like a racial slur. This fucking mage. Sitting there with
hey, mage lover, why don't you go back to your mage town? Oh, you mages with your saggy, billowy pants.
You ever had a
freaking...
You ever had a party and a mage shows up? It's like, oh, look at me. I'm going to pull fucking shit out of a hat and I'm going to set fire to shit and I'm going to magic missile.
The fucking worst. And then next thing you know, they're talking in all their special language that we can't use. Like, all these spells.
Oh, dude. Hey, it's like you walk over and you're like, Abakaba, and they cut you off. They're like, no, bro. Those are our words.
Yeah.
You can't use those.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I didn't study in mage school. Fucking, I'm sick of them. I'm tired. So anyway, I'm playing this thing. I'm using a Wi-Fi hotspot to provide my internet for me, which will only last as long as it can physically get cell signal. I beat this person, this fucking mage, and next thing you know, I put it in the back of the pocket, and I go to sleep. I wake up. I get up like a fucking idiot. I leave this fucking iPad on the plane. And United is not helpful. They're just like, I'm like, hey, can we just call wherever the plane is and be like, dude, check 21A. 21A's got an iPad in the pocket. No, can't do that. Of course, that would be too fucking easy. They're like, please fill out a form that nobody will ever pay attention to.
Wait a minute. Wait, because I've left stuff and I've called Southwest and I'm like, I just walked off. I don't know if the plane's left or not. And they've.
If I would have done it when I just got off, yes, but I didn't realize it until I was already back at the house and it had been hours since I had gotten back. So. The plane had already left for Portland, and they were like, nah, sorry, we can't do anything. Just fill out the form. Fill out the form, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, you apparently are asking. Turns out you're not even at the United booth. You're actually at a pet shop, and that's what all the birds are saying already. Fill out the form.
Doctor and Cooper, my two cockatiels, are just like, fill out the form. Fill out the form. It's the fucking worst, man. And then next thing you know, Super Bowl Sunday, watching the game, about a bar in Charlotte. My phone goes off, right? Feel like this is maybe our next bit.
Yeah, drop the sounder.
I know. Here, Brian, here, go ahead and
no, that's all right. You know what? Right now, I'm going to go ahead and welcome onto the stream Bonnie, the invisible wife, the healthy wife, again.
Hello. Look at me. I can talk.
Yeah, nobody knew that you were sick though. Everybody listened last episode, you were fine, and now this episode you're fine.
Yeah, there
was sort of like
there was a flu that happened in between then and now.
All right, there might be. There's a monster on the loose. This is where it gets weird. Justin Robert Young was at a bar in Charlotte, North Carolina, when his phone rang. And destiny called. But was it all it seemed to be?
This is a Find My iPhone alert for Justin Young. So all of a sudden, by my iPhone, it's like, hey, your iPad's found. I'm like, terrific. I'm sure it's in an airport somewhere. The people found it on the plane and they turned it on to find out what was going on. Next thing you know, there it is. But no, it's not at the airport. It's at some fucking bar next to Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, which means either somebody who was on the plane came back to San Francisco, found it, and decided to keep it for themselves, the greedy little fucking Morlocks.
Fucking mages.
The filthy, tipped, fingered fucking mages. Or like somebody found it from United, and they're like, ooh, I guess I get a free iPod. Free iPads for me.
I like the fact that this fictitious person's so dumb they call it an iPod. They're like, this is the biggest
and they
iPod.
Fucking shouldn't. They're fucking assholes. They're dicks. And so now it's gone because they were only dumb enough to turn on the fucking iPad for like a second so it connected to the internet, and then they turned it back off, and I'll never see it again, and I had to buy another iPad, and it's all fucking Hearthstone's fault. The fucking mage. The mage won the war, for the record. I won the battle, and the mage won the war. Forget your fucking iPad in my face, and I had to drop it like a bad habit.
I haven't seen that card on that game.
What, the lost iPad card?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he just it's a stealth card. It stays stealthed until.
Wow.
Man, let me pull the audience real quick. Actually, throw up a poll pot, pot poll. What do we call them? Or a straw poll for whether or not you play Hearthstone or not, or familiar with it, or any of that stuff. But alls I know,
we're gonna take y'all on a journey here in the next segment, thanks to a foremost expert on the subject. But before we get into that, Brian, I gotta segment I want to debut.
Wait, hold on. Before your segment, can I just say, for the record, while the whole world is listening, Bonnie. So Josie caught the flu. And sleeping in the room with Josie was Bonnie. So Josie, she's a little 7-year-old girl, so it's scary when she has the flu, and she's lethargic and can't move or whatever. So we spend the $300 to get Tamiflu or whatever, and then we're like, well, hopefully that'll be it. 2 days later, Bonnie out. And then Bonnie goes to the banishment room, the sanatorium that we have upstairs, and she's like, I just for 3 days. I see one look as she goes into the chamber, and all of a sudden the locks seal and some CO2 gas leaks out, and she goes into cryogenic freeze. She's just like, they're yours. and then I discover number one, why Bonnie must never die. Because there's no way I could ever get a goddamn thing done and manage 3 kids at all. I was useless for 3 days trying to play like a shittier version of Mr. Mom. Like Mr. Mom is a whole movie about how a dad is incompetent at being a mom. I'm not even as competent.
Hulk Hogan or somebody else?
No, it's Michael Keaton.
Is that Michael Keaton? Wasn't there another one with Hulk Hogan? Oh, brother, I can't manage all these kids, dude.
Suburban Commando, maybe? Mr. Nanny.
Nanny, that's it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't even remember
Suburban
that one.
Commando.
These kids are really going crazy, dude.
Yeah. So Suburban Commando, he was like an alien that came down or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at any rate, so it was very hard. And the moment she woke up and was like, "Hey, my fever broke," but I have to spend one more day in the sanitarium because I might be infectious. And it's like, I know she's in there. She's playing video games. I know she's watching movies. She's just having a whole holiday spa
You're just
day.
projecting what you would do if you had to spend 3 days in a room.
That's what I'm wondering. You tell me, Bonnie, what was it like the day that you were well, but still inside?
I was well. It was my birthday. Yeah, so it was really fun birthday. And I'm like going, God darn it, they're all going to get sick anyways. Like, why am I even pretending like this is going to be like this seal on this door?
I mean, it looked like it was working, right?
It did, but Penny is definitely getting sick. So we've got another one biting the dust. And then Brian's gonna flee the.
I am. I'm gonna go live with Roberto Villegas for if you ever Bonnie's eyebrows furrowed a little too steeply just then.
Like, what
the fuck, man?
That's fine, because you can get the flu with him because you're a real baby. Like, out of anybody, I don't want to take care of you when you're sick with the flu.
No, that's true. Bonnie grew up tougher than me because her mom was so afraid of getting whatever Bonnie had that, like, her version of taking care of Bonnie would be to open a door, literally throw dinner at her, and then close the door, and then
right. Like, I mean, I remember.
Get the fuck out.
So wait, hold on, whoa. Let's not let's not skip past the Brian is a complete baby when he's sick. I want more Brian when he's sick.
God, he's such a baby.
Bonnie, give me an impression of Brian when he's sick. Just like do an impression of.
I mean, first, before we hear the impression, let me just set the record straight. Is what it usually sounds like is I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I'm gonna do what nature intends. I'm gonna let my body recuperate. Don't worry about me. I'm good.
All right, so that's Brian's self-delusion, magnified beyond his own skull and into the microphone.
So,
what does he actually sound like?
So Brian, he usually...
Also, people are pointing out that apparently you manifest the butt demon voice.
Right.
I'm going to sit here stoically.
So this is Brian. He'll go and find... I don't even know how he has old man clothes, but he does. So he goes and finds old man
What do you mean
clothes.
old? Like white slacks and suspenders?
Yes! It's like you might as well be wearing suspenders and like really baggy things. And then he finds like this... He'll find this long sleeve shirt that I didn't even know he has. And he goes... his voice. Can I just get some Gatorade? You know, and it's just like, and then he just.
All right, here. Let me see if I can get down the elements of this.
Right.
A withering voice, as if he is literally on death's door.
Yes.
Seems to be a big key of it.
Yes.
And what are his demands? Like, what does he want to do to heal?
You know, it would be better if he made demands. But he's kind of like worse than that because he just walks around looking really pathetic and he shuffles. That's the thing, is he shuffles around.
It's the shuffle.
It's the shuffle.
Hey man, I ain't here looking for trouble. I'm just here to do the sick 40-year-old man shuffle.
So he shuffles around and then he just looks. He looks like Sneakers.
I imagine.
too.
All right, so I'm seeing Brian white slacks,
Right.
suspenders, a button-up shirt, and for whatever reason, dragging a blanket. Like
yes, no, literally dragging a blanket.
God damn it,
he does.
Justin.
He totally got it. He wraps
both
himself
arms just
up.
limp at his side.
Yes, that's exactly
damn
it.
Just a half inch per step at a time.
Well,
Half hour to get from the room to the kitchen.
So
and
he'll-
a blanket drags behind him.
yeah, he drapes his big quilt thing around him, and then he holds it with one hand, and then he shuffles
And it makes me look like
along,
a Russian immigrant babushka.
Yes,
Put it
exactly.
over.
And he shuffles in, and then he spreads his germs everywhere, and then and then I'm just like, go to bed. What do you want? And then he's like, oh, give me some He's like, Gatorade. And then I'm like, go to bed.
I need the haunted Gatorade specifically, so I call for it. It's the only Gatorade they call for by name. Haunted Gatorade.
The only Gatorade that the souls who are damned to the netherworld request.
But it's even worse though, because like at least his mom is
Packed
finally
with the electrocuted.
His mom has finally gotten over it. Like she just can't stand it. Like one time he was sick, and then she comes barreling in the house. Like she flung the door open, barely shut it behind her, and she's, where's my baby? And she went and she like just barged into her bedroom, and then she hovers over Brian and is like staring at him while he's sleeping, and he's drooling out the side of his mouth. He's got crusties like stalagmites out of his nose, you know. He's just a mess. And then she's about 2 inches around his face, and she's like, he's a grown man. I shouldn't be watching a grown man sleep. So she like actually caught herself just being really weird, and she hasn't done that again. But like, that's what she wants to do every time is just to the doors.
That was wow, man. That got like surprisingly deep there at the end, which makes me feel like it's time to move on to our next new segment, Justin.
Yeah, no, we'll do the new segment next week because we have to get our guest on. But right now, let's all talk about the Patreon. That is patreon.com/Night Attack, where you can support this show. Thank you, everybody who has not only supported the show through the Patreon, but also, man, I was inundated with emails and tweets and Facebook stuff. Like, it has been amazing to see that. So please continue to go ahead and contribute to the show in any way you can. If that is throwing a few shekels our way, then go ahead and do it at patreon.com/Night Attack. Over 1786 patrons right now, rocking and rolling for us each and every week. I did the We Have Concerns podcast a couple days ago. I guess the first episode of that comes out tomorrow. And we spent, like, anybody who has like Patreons, like, you always spend half your time when you meet up with other people that have successful Patreon pages, like, talking about that kind of stuff. And they are enamored, both Jeff and Anthony, with you guys here in the chat realm and how amazing our Patreon community is. So if you'd like to join it, patreon.com/Night Attack.
I remembered what I wanted to share during. This is the story. I don't think that that you saw. Okay, so the Patreon account is in my name, and man, I can't believe. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we get an email from Patreon to the Night Attack thing. It says it's the Night Attack email, and it says Patreon Inc. And it says to a bunch of people, including us. It says, congratulations. We just wanted to let you know that you're among the top 100 creators on Patreon in 2014. The top 100 are those creators who earned the most support for their creations throughout the year. You're doing your thing and then some. Thank you for creating on Patreon, the Patreon team. And I'm like, that's pretty great. That's pretty great. And then I look and then I see there's a reply to it from Patrick. It's Patrick Beja, who I guess is also in the top 100. Yeah. And Patreon.
They'll let fucking foreigners in now.
Yeah.
Thanks, America.
Patrick says, wow, thanks for the news, Patreon. That's kind of unexpected and cool. And for all of you apparently also part of this top 100 and probably wondering if being included in the CC field instead of the BCC field was intended, let me just say this. I've looked at the email addresses in a totally non-creepy way, and there's a thing called Ninja Kitty art. If that's indeed Ninja Kittens making art, the mix-up was totally worth it. Patriotic plugs to all, and here's to a great 2015. I don't know how many of you guys have ever worked in a corporate environment where somebody has included a lot of names in the CC field and not the BCC field. But I bet you can guess what happens next.
I assume a bukkake of people responding to each other.
The next response comes from Scott Johnson, who just replies, all whoops. and then somebody named Rob Moran says, oh God, Patreon, you didn't BCC this. Now that you've started an email chain on all of us. What have you done, my foolish friends? What have you done?
For the record, Ninja Kitty art is indeed hentai.
Yeah! Then people start making jokes about the email being bigger on the inside. Jeffrey Jacques says, oh man, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can put some of this on the main screen here. We'll see if that comes up. Oh, yes, it did work.
The best way to do it is to also reveal all these emails publicly on our show.
Well, no, I mean they're all big creators, right? So, Jeffrey Jacques says, I think Patreon owes us each a gift basket now. Zoe Quinn says, my vote is for a cookie bouquet personally. Dyson Logo says, cookies. Chase Noons says, I'd love it if they put us on the front page. Scott Johnson says, this is officially my favorite email-based social network. So here's the thing: this is the top 100 on Patreon, all of a sudden having a gossip session together. And then, okay, so at some point, somebody says, hey, we should here's some ideas for the UI. And then Robert Moran says, good call, Nixie. We can unionize Patreon now. And it keeps going, and then it's like Jonathan Rosenberg says, good news, there's a giant cookie basket for us. Bad news, there's only one, and it's in the middle of a deadly battle arena. So they start getting fixated on this cookie. Rebecca Watson shows up, says it would be, at some point, Tom, freaking, when everybody gets obsessed with the idea of a cookie basket, Tom Merritt, his first entry in this,
a Patreon for a cookie basket,
says, I suppose there's only one solution to this, and you click on it, and it says Cookie Monster is creating emails that are not BCC'd. And it's, I want cookies. And so he actually has milestone goals of $1, $2, with $1 per month. We think of you as we eat our cookies. $2, we will think really hard about you while we eat our cookies. $5, we will thank you audibly as we eat our cookies, though probably with our mouths full. And he sets up all these goals. Freaking Tom comes in and just owns it, dude. It was unreal.
Tom is he is a machine. He just like all he does is create mirth. Like there's a time, so we're watching the Super Bowl, and before the Super Bowl, all of a sudden, a buddy of mine from college is talking about how he wants to get into a Katy Perry halftime show pool. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go right now. Let's draft songs. We'll go head to head, and we'll have this thing. So we're playing it out over Twitter during the halftime show, and it's whoever gets the most of the Katy Perry songs that they had drafted, sang on during the halftime show wins. When all of a sudden, it's like a fun thing that I'm just doing with my buddy from college. Text from Tom Merritt comes in.
Yes.
He's like, bro, thought you had him. Like, Tom is following along. Tom is also, he's calling the action. I then look on his Twitter. He's calling the action as if it's the sport, like, for us. Like, this is the thing that we were just talking about on Twitter. Tom has one function, to entertain the world, and it never turns off.
Oh my God, in such a huge way too. And it's so funny because like he's so talented at the content side of things that I had a conversation with him, and it was really weird because I forgot that all of Tom's I just assumed his career was like my career. You know, my career, I was, independent, self-employed all this time. So that must be the way it was for Tom. I forget that Tom worked for other people, and that out of everything of starting DTNS, like, he is strong in the content, but I didn't know that he felt weak in the entrepreneurial business.
Homeboy's always gotten a paycheck, and now he gets a paycheck from the people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and there's
cookies. If you fund his Patreon, he will be fucking knee deep in cooks. All right, here, Brian. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into our guest here.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where on the there it is right there. I'm gonna get our guest on the line. I'm calling him right this minute. Hopefully.
Well, let me go ahead and do his introduction then. We are obsessed with Hearthstone. We seek to understand more about this hobby and how we can be better at it, or at the very least, explain it to you, the uninitiated viewer, which is why we had to recruit somebody that has been long to be on this show. We needed a way to bring him on, and we finally found it. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Angry Chicken podcast and the Instance podcast, we will soon be joined by Mr. Willie Dills.
Oh my God, your timing was amazing. Dills,
what's up, guys?
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. I was tuning into the show. I have a couple things that I have some bones to pick with Jury.
Hold on,
that need to happen at some point.
All right,
but I am here to talk about Hearthstone.
Okay, but the first thing you got to do is get yourself centered on your camera, because
there we go.
You're all there.
Right, it's happening.
It's
all happening.
All right, now we're talking.
All right,
hey,
what, you have beef, bro?
I think I heard that you have beef.
I have beef with you?
Somebody tweeted at me because we made a bet a long time ago about one Pittsburgh Pirates game versus a San Francisco Giants game, right?
Yeah.
And then I think I won.
You did.
Now, I haven't asked you to pay up yet either, which I guess maybe the ship sailed on that. I don't know.
No. Let's set it up. So the Giants were playing the Pirates. I'm a Pirates fan. Dills is a Giants fan.
Yes.
And so we decided we would bet that somebody had to buy one of the most legendarily shitty and poorly selling T-shirts in the history of professional wrestling.
Correct.
It's Girl Bye, right?
Yeah, Girl Bye, yeah. Which
Girl
is
Bye.
One of the Funkadactyls. I can't remember.
Not Naomi, but the other one.
Yeah.
Which shows you why the shirt has sold like shit, by the way, when we can't even remember who it was for. So I haven't seen you since then. I assume the next time we hung out, I would have to buy the shirt, but I have yet to buy the shirt.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, just winning was enough for me, honestly. But the people probably want to see you in the Girl Bye shirt, I'm sure.
We're going to have a crap ton of wrestling content coming up because WrestleMania is here in the Bay Area. So hopefully we'll be able to get together. There's a bunch of people from chat room coming in. We're going to catch all the indie shows, do a big WrestleMania live stream, and then go to the Raw the next night. But hopefully you can be as big of a part of that as you want because it's going to be a blast.
Dude, I'm all in for that. I'm so excited for WrestleMania. Well, I'm mildly excited after the Royal Rumble, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Exactly.
But then I heard that you ranted about what happened, and it got a little personal. I haven't heard it, but is that true? Did you rant on this show about me?
Uh-oh.
I ranted about you?
I guess somebody tweeted at me that it happened. They were like, jury went off last night about Dills.
Oh, God.
Which I'm okay with. I'm a sports fan. I like to smack talk. I have no problems with it.
There is not. I will never say that I didn't do it because I talk extemporaneously on the internet for like 8 hours a week. So Brian, you know this.
Things happen. Yeah, I get it.
There's a lot of dark side of the moon on what you remember fucking saying.
Well, and that's the funny part is because when you're on this, when you're talking, all you're thinking about is don't let there be a second of dead air. Have a take, make a joke, move forward, and then people will say like, "Yeah, you said that the other day." It's like, well, my job's not to keep a catalog of what I said or did or saw or thought.
My job's to talk shit about Willie Dills and forget about it.
I just want to let you know, I don't even know. Somebody tweeted at me that this happened, and I was like, okay, thank you, I guess. But
I don't remember doing it. I know this for
squash.
A fact.
If there was ever beef, it's
if
squash.
I did yell about you, it is only because we are friends, and I know that I can do it.
Yeah, you cut a promo on me. I get it. It's cool.
I did. I had to. Well, I'll talk shit now. You gonna come on this show and just bitch about somebody on Twitter? The fuck, Dills?
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't even know if it actually happened or not. I thought it was hilarious though. But that was you. I made a ton of bets in 2010 and 2012, and I think I've collected on 0 of my bets. And somehow the Giants keep winning. And whatever, I'll take the trophies.
Boo-hoo. Oh, I'm sorry that you have just a big laundry list of bets you haven't cashed in on.
Hey, so talking about Hearthstones, I'm shocked of the response. 18 said yes, 13 said no, 21 said Pol Pot. That's a lot more Hearthstone players than I expected.
There's a lot of Hearthstone players out there. I don't know if you guys know the numbers, but they recently said that there were 75 million people playing Hearthstone.
No, there's not.
What?
That's what I heard. Yeah, number was 20 million about 4 months ago, something like that. And then there was something where now it's at 75 million. However, it's a free-to-play game on an iOS device. It's not that hard to just have people, registered at some point. Maybe don't play regularly.
Dude, no, the number of people that is 0. There's nobody who tried crack and said, it's not for me. There's,
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, every once in a while, like, during brunch, I like to try crack every once in a while, but, like, it's kind of just not.
Well, it's like you just wake up and it's like, oh, it's going to be a crack day, and you just got to have the one, but then it's like, all right, that's enough crack, guys. And
sure, we've all been through a crack phase.
But, everyone knows crack is pay to win. That's the real problem with crack,
No, it's an exquisitely crafted game, and it's like the balance is just right. The art is awesome and aesthetically pleasing. They figured out some like really clever ways to encourage the play to always be balanced, because it took me a long time to figure out that. I was like, hey, my daily quests aren't the same as the other guy's daily quests. And then I realized, if I was a scheming, conniving mega corporation, I would allot quests not based on what actually would be the most fun, but what would balance everything at any given time. I would create incentives. And it's like, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Also, the fact that the limited interaction, you like literally the most hateful thing you can say. If you want to give the middle finger to the other guy, the closest you can get is saying, well played.
Yeah, but we all know what they mean, right?
I know.
And they fireball your face and they say hello. Yeah.
Or and it's funny to see how you misuse it, where it's just like when you're right near the end and somebody says, sorry.
Yes,
you're
sorry,
like, oh
happened.
crap, here it comes.
Yeah.
And then they just shit stomp you.
The whole point of not allowing chat was, it's a very good idea to not allow chat because, if you've ever played any online game, you know that people are assholes. But the assholes will find a way. And so they found a way to take 6 emotes and still be assholes. It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Well, no, it is really a surreal experience when this hellish hunter character has like the name like Penis Itch 69, and the only interaction you have with them is like, well played.
Yeah. Hey, look, it looks like Chat Realm instantly. God damn, do I love Chat Realm. We're just talking about Hearthstone. We realize there a bunch of people are playing. Somebody has already thrown together a Google Doc that and I bet there'll be a link to it here shortly, shortened, that we can say on the air. But there's a Diamond Club Hearthstone registry, so we can all be friends on Hearthstone if you're going to play. I guess one of the other things I dig about it before we start playing our stupid game is that I think it's smart that everything is accessible for free in the game. You don't ever have to play, and there's not a boring, painful part in the whole thing. Like all you to get in the arena, you just play some quests, and they're fun to play, and you get better doing it. It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's actually I've spent a lot of money on Hearthstone. I spent more than I've spent on many, except for World of Warcraft. Which do you guys play World of Warcraft? Either of you?
No. Okay. This is the whole thing.
Our WoW guys at all.
Okay. So then everything in this game comes pulled straight out of the World of Warcraft. It's all like the heroes, the cards, all of that is all something in World of Warcraft. But I've spent thousands of dollars on that game over 6 years.
Yeah, wait,
Hearthstone I've spent maybe $250 on this one game, and that's crazy.
What have you spent money on for Hearthstone?
Just buying card packs.
Oh,
when new expansion comes out, I have to have all the cards right away. You guys don't understand. You think you have a sickness. Not only do I play the crap out of this game, I have an NA account and an EU account. My EU account is free to play, by the way. I also decided to just, start a podcast and do that. So we have the Angry Chicken podcast. Yeah, it's an addiction. It's bad. The only game I fall asleep in my chair
for
playing.
anybody who's like listening to this and they're like, fucking finally they're talking about Hearthstone. It's all I care about. If you are not listening to the Angry Chicken podcast, you're a goddamn idiot. That's
all we talk about.
One Hearthstone podcast? Because you guys were in it like day one, right?
By the way,
yeah, we started it when it was still closed beta and nobody could really play it and shit. And that show's grown incredibly. I mean, we're near the top in the gaming, just all gaming.
Dude, that's smart.
You
did the same thing that Adam Pulowski and I did with Star Wars: The Old Republic, except you bet on a game that turned out to be good.
Well, I also did a
bet on Blizzard as opposed to against it, and we see how that turns.
I think we've all learned our lesson. When Blizzard puts a game out, start a show.
Yeah,
somebody else, we don't need a show about
by
that.
the way, Mitzula has already shortened it. It's bit.ly/diamondstone. D and S, D in diamond and S in stone are capitalized. And that'll take you to the Hearthstone registry if you want to hook up with other Diamond Club chat realmers and play.
Awesome. We have actually an Angry Chicken gaming group as well. I think they're actually getting together right now, where it's people who listen to the show get together and they do random deck tournaments and things like that. Do you guys know about random decks? Have you done that yet?
No. Wait, how do you do random decks?
So when you go to build your deck.
Real quick. There's somebody out there who's screaming in his Prius and throwing bricks through the window saying, how the fuck is a Hearthstone? And the answer is
I'm just driving to my job of brick transportation. And I get no brakes.
And so he keeps bricks in the back seat.
It is true. How the fuck is a Hearthstone?
I just have bricks all over my car.
So if you've ever seen or played Magic the Gathering, it's a lot like that, except it's all themed in the World of Warcraft universe. The art's exquisite. The play balance is good. You collect these virtual cards. You can play as one of 9 different character classes, all with a different style, each one mathematically balanced. And it's interesting to see random alerts come in. Like I was getting my ass handed to me, and then I log in one day and it's like, oh, by the way, this character now only gets an attack buff on this thing, whereas he used to get a health buff.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker,
so,
yeah.
Unlike Magic cards, you can actually change the cards. In Magic, it's like, what do? You just like black out. You're like, oh, this is overpowered, so we take a Sharpie to it or something. You just have to ban cards. Hearthstone, they can actually, since it's all online. But the beauty of the game really is that it is on an iPad, and it works seamlessly, and the UI is incredible, and all that. So that's what Magic did terribly, is they have this awesome game. You can only play it with physical cards. Hearthstone, it's like, nope, pop my iPad open, leave my iPad on a plane, whatever you want to do with the game. So,
God damn it.
Well, can I tell you real quick, Dills? I don't normally suggest things like this to Justin. I certainly don't suggest video games, and I don't know what it was that made me. I guess I just told him that I was dealing with an addiction or whatever.
No, Brian, you played Hearthstone for one day and then loudly proclaimed that sucks. Not for me. Sorry, bro. Like, I don't know, all you people out there, all you sheeple playing Hearthstone, like, I gave it a try, but video game expert Brian Brushwood give this one a big fat raspberry. And then the next day, he's like, bro, I'm so deep. Like, I can't. All I do is just get my fucking asshole kicked in by 12-year-olds all day, and I love it, and I beg for more. And I go up to them, and I express my greatest gratitude for the punishment they're delivering me with a very terse, well played.
That's the way he is with the flu, too. Except with the blanket.
I'm laid there.
Shuffles from game to game with his blanket dragging across the tavern in floor.
Oh, well played, influenza. Well played. And then I explode.
But no, listen, for anybody who's interested in it, it is super rad. And also, it's like you realize that Blizzard is just like professionals on a level for which like
they're killing it.
Are just not. Like the game is like everything that you've ever, any free to play game that has like gotten popular, in my opinion, you about 12 hours into it kind of see the seam of like, oh no, this is really just so I pay you $1 every day, isn't it? And Hearthstone is not. Like you can just keep playing forever and it's always fun and amazing.
Well, they did a really great thing with how they structured the paying model is that, you can pay if you want to get all the cards really quick, but you never have to. But so when all the money I put in, I never once felt bad about it. I know people who have spent money on Clash of Clans, and that feels bad, right? Like when you put money into a game like that,
I actually don't know
bad.
anything about Clash of Clans. What is that?
I think you buy
fast forward to a month from now,
know.
Brian is knee deep in his addiction to Clash of Clans, and we have the leading Clash of Clans podcast host on, so we can do another episode.
There are actually people who stream that fucking game on Twitch. I swear to God. That actually happens. People stream Clash of Clans.
What is
like? You don't feel bad putting money into this game because it feels like, oh, they gave me this amazing product. I don't mind putting a little bit of cash in
to
here.
me, now I have spent money, but the only thing I've spent, I bought entry to the arena once just because I figured it was a safe place to kind of feel things out. Which was what, $1, $2?
I think it's $2 if you, it's either $2 or 150 gold.
By the way, Greebog in the chat room mentions that Clash of Cans is his favorite strip club.
And then the other time I spent money was for the solo adventures because I felt like that's a software package. That's an adventure that I'm buying for myself, and it was $20 for the whole thing, so I didn't feel bad about that.
And it's actually, if you pay for that, it's $800 a wing or something. It ends up being being really expensive in the end as far as gold. So you'd sink all of your in-game gold into that.
Right.
$20 is a steal for that. So you get cards and you get things to play. It's really fun. So
well, listen, there are people. That dude is still throwing bricks through his Prius. He's just like, I still don't understand. Will nobody pay attention to me? So we're gonna go ahead and try to test our knowledge of the mythology of Hearthstone, which is of course borrowed from World of Warcraft. And thankfully, we have Willie here, who is going to make sure that we are on the right path.
Yeah. See, the thing is Justin and I, we never played any of those. I guess we played the old Warcraft games, but never World of Warcraft. So it's like, these are all characters. I mean, whatever. It's like, yeah, sure. I guess those are guys. I don't know what they do or their backstory or whatever. And but we're pretty sure we can guess them. Willie?
Yeah, so they're all lore, have really involved lore characters from World of Warcraft. All of these people have done stuff.
I'll tell you what, give us a character and we'll tell you the real story, and you can tell us how
we have a very intuitive sense for this.
Yeah,
Dills,
feel it out.
You guys are good at judging, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, so dude, we're highly judgmental. That's
well, we might as well start with Jaina. I mean, everybody starts with Jaina when you first play the game. You play Mage as the first class. That's
Jaina
tutorial
Proudmoore.
And all that. Jaina Proudmoore.
Well, the first thing you should know is that Jaina Proudmoore is 27 years old.
Yep.
And she was actually born in Riverside, California.
Sure. Yeah.
She went to UCS Film School before encountering a portal that took her to the world of Warcraft.
Which she only spent. She only spent about 2 weeks there, and then she came right back and got a job at the Baby Gap. It was not exactly what she wanted to do, but hey, rent's rent.
Yeah.
She's been doing a little dancing on the side, like, nothing weird, like just like hip hop and trance. Right, Brian?
Well, yeah, and in fact, actually, it was at a rave that she encountered an ogre that she dated in that brief 2-week jaunt in World of Warcraft, and it rekindled their. His name was Force. And,
clearly, great ogre name.
And Force, he growled at her like, "You belong among the stars." And
she was really impressed by his braids. Like, he had great braids, and she was like, "Oh my God, I love your braids." And Force was like, "Hey, what's up?" And then she was like, "I don't know. I kind of got to get back to my shift." And he's like, "Well, call me." And now married.
So anyway, that allowed her to emigrate to World of Warcraft, and later she took a correspondence course through the University of Phoenix online, and learned how to be a mage, and now she's shooting fireballs and
she her by her signature phrase. That's amazing.
All right, you guys are about 85% right. It wasn't Baby Gap, but she had a problem with their views on homosexuality. But other than that, everything else, spot on.
What was the? That's amazing. What is the actual story of Jaina Proudmoore?
Oh well, she's okay. So she's the leader of the Kirin Tor. Everybody knows about that. Even Brick Guy in the Prius knows about the Kirin Tor. She is the daughter, of course.
Asshole, sorry, we're not going to hold your hand all episode, fuckos.
She's, of course, the daughter of Grand Admiral Dalen Proudmoore and the sister of Derek Proudmoore, which is a great
Fucking
Hearthstone.
Derek.
All
right,
oh my God. I got an idea for a new WoW character. His name is Derek.
Let's stay on Derek Proudmoore real quick.
I could, if I was
number one, Derek Proudmoore wrote, and I don't know this for a fact, but my cousin said he was the one who wrote fag on the gym wall.
Okay, yeah, no, and for the record, if you ever need the name of a bully villain in a private school setting for a film of coming-of-age story, his name had better fucking be Derek Proudmoore.
Exactly. Proudmoore rules will be his...
No, it's in the script. Derek Proudmoore, sticks his hand out to Nerd, removes it before he can shake his hand. Too slow.
She's also the most powerful human sorceress alive. So
So she is human. We got that
makes
part
a lot
right.
of sense. Yeah.
Good for her. All right, let's go. She was a human. Of course, she's the first person that you get to play in Hearthstone. So obviously we know a lot about her. Let's go up the ranks here, Brian. Pick another one of these Hearthstone heroes.
Let's do the crazy shaman looking dude. What's his name?
Crazy shaman looking dude. Also
just
known as
click on him and you can see.
Well, I can't click on him. This is a photo. This is.
Well, his name is Thrall.
Thrall,
yeah. Anybody who plays World of Warcraft knows about this guy. So you guys clearly know about this guy, right?
Yeah, no. So of course we know about Thrall, dude. His original name was Force, but he
You got great braids.
He had great braids, and he felt like it was just too much focus on he's being judged on his looks. He's like everybody respects the muscles of Force, but nobody respects the brain.
So here's a fun fact about Thrall. His name is actually Tom, but that's just how it sounds because he's got these crazy teeth hanging out of his face. So it's just like, my name is Thrall, and you're like, what? It's Thrall? No.
What is Thrall? What is Thrall? My name is Thrall. Thrall.
I'm Burning Man, and then I was like, hey, you want to come to Hooters with me? I'm going to get some wings.
How do you respect my muscles? They don't know how smart I am. Thrall.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get an Orange Julius if you want to come with me. My name is Thrall.
And so anyway, he went to...
Yeah, so it's stuck. Yeah.
He took some classes at the University of Phoenix online and became a shaman.
Sure.
He's best known, of course, for his famous bunt cake, which he makes every time there's a little holiday party. Everyone's like, I wonder if Thrall's going to bring his bunt cake. Always does.
He's like, oh, sorry, this year I couldn't do it. I was too busy. What? What's this? It's my world famous bunt cake.
Man, he's always showing up with it, man. Like, there's no way he's going to get around it. So Dills, how'd we do?
Pretty good. Let's see. So Thrall is the former war chief of the Horde. He actually stepped down from that position because he got tired of doing it. I don't know. He's always casting stuff. You can see in this picture. And that takes a lot out of a man.
He's always casting stuff.
So he decided he had to step down.
Always casting shit.
Oh, God, I just always cast this stuff. You know how it is. It's like you're sitting there, you're making some cake, and you're like, I just got cast.
I mean,
and it's actually a sponge cake, but you were really close on everything else.
Some shit.
He's like, oh, let me cast you a question.
He's an orc, not an ogre. So that was the only other thing you got wrong.
Wait, he's a what? Not an ogre?
He's an orc, not an ogre.
Look, that's their word. We're gonna call them.
I know, but yeah.
We're gonna call them ogre Azerothians.
Yeah. All right. Well, here, Brian, let's go ahead and move on to the paladin, Uther the Lightbringer.
Very famous character in World of Warcraft. Very famous.
I mean, like, Brian, we both did a lot of research leading into this episode about Uther, the Lightbringer.
Yeah.
I mean, first thing you got to know about Luther is he considers himself a foodie.
Luther the Lightbringer.
First of all, is that there is no L in Uther. That's the first thing you got to know about Luther.
So, I'm sorry, Brian. That's the French pronunciation.
Luther.
Luther, the Lightbringer.
Yeah, man. First of all, his original name was Derek Proudmore, and he went to a private school. He used to bully kids, but then he decided to make.
He went through a bit of an awakening at a certain point. You know, like he got to about the age of 27, and he was like, you know, I could continue writing fag on the gym wall every day, or I can go ahead and maybe get in shape a little bit, get some shoulder pads.
Well, and you remember he had a difficult time when he went to Paladin school because he had to join a frat, and they hazed him pretty hard. He never really got over that.
No, he never did. Really, the most damaging of the frat hazings was when they had him jump up and down until his balls literally fell off.
Yeah. Now, luckily, they had a mage on hand to reattach the balls. I mean, I guess luckily or unluckily. I mean,
physically, but like spiritually, I don't know if they'll ever be there.
I mean, can I just say it? Uther Lightbringer, kind of a dick, kind of a dick.
I mean, well, number one, yeah, he's a dick, except for the fact that he has his bird shoulder pad, which is also his wacky sidekick.
Yes, well, and you could tell because the eyes glow on the shoulder pad bird just like his eyes, which shows that it's alive. Also, his hammer
his bird,
is alive.
Named Squawks.
Squawks?
Squawks,
the shoulder bird.
You know, just kind of whenever he's like an asshole to somebody, like he like doesn't tip a waiter or something.
Oh, dude! And the worst thing is, no matter what he says, if nobody responds, he's like, "What? Squawks thought that was hilarious. Isn't that right, buddy?"
No,
I have a question though. How did this guy die? Because this guy actually died.
Okay.
Well, obviously. I mean, we're fucking getting to it, Jill.
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to
spoiler
make sure
alert,
we don't
you wanna-
gloss over this important fact.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're trying to fucking take people on a journey here.
Okay. Yeah.
He died.
Prius guy. Yeah.
He died of a corrupted soul when he went to the Pirate Bay to watch the interview. Rather than paying for it on Google Play, he downloaded a virus that killed him, and he was just like, "What? Squawks did it," and he blamed Squawks even as the corruption killed him.
Sure. Also, pancreatic cancer.
One or the other. We're not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it was happening at the same time. There's just a lot going on. You know,
Autopsy's
like it's
still
hard to
pending.
hash it out.
All right. Well, I think all of that is pretty close. So he's Lord Uther the Lightbringer. He did not once have the name Derek Proudmore, but he did have a brother, Derek the Lightbringer.
Wait, did he really?
No.
Oh, God. So I was like, what is it with
Although at
brothers
this point,
Derek?
any character can be named Derek, right? Now that we know the seal is broken on the naming of people.
Yes.
Derek, yeah. He was the first
Okay,
paladin
wait, real quick,
of
Bonnie,
Knights of the Silver Hand, obviously, and led his order in battle against the Horde in the Second War and the Third War. He was betrayed and murdered by his beloved pupil, Prince Arthas, otherwise known now as the Lich King.
So, I mean, basically, we nailed it.
And
I mean,
pancreatic
that
cancer,
was pretty
yes.
much exactly what we said.
Yes, you pretty much got it.
So, Brian, we got one more to go. Let's just go ahead with the warrior, Garrosh Hellscream.
Okay, I'm glad you guys picked this because this is a very important character.
Okay,
and there's
first-
great backstory on this guy.
Dills, come on. Like, I mean, like
You
we
know
know we're
this,
just
yeah.
trying to explain it to everybody. Brian, Garrosh, mostly well known for his salutations.
Yeah, no, he's like, well, first of all, it should be pointed out that Garrosh in middle school was teased mercilessly because he was into like, hardcore death metal, but he was a skinny little kid. He had half of his head shaved. He wore mascara. He was pouting all the time.
He has He has an underbite too.
He has this massive underbite, and his parents couldn't afford proper orthodontics for him. Yeah, so he was a nerd kid.
So, which is why he developed his famous salutation, "Hey!"
You can see him actually yelling that in this photo right here.
That's actually what he's saying if you're watching the video stream. The thing about Garrosh, look, just how many times is he just yelling his favorite salutation in all these photos? He, probably is, easily the best known for the fact that he loves soy milk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, and, I mean that's one of the lesser known things about Garrosh. His also his given name, his Christian name was Hell's Cream. It was actually his parents Danny Hells and his mom Judith Creams got married.
Of course, of the famous Connecticut Hells.
Yeah, yes. But he decided, like, what if it was Hell Scream, like you're screaming, not creaming? Because they used to call him Cream Puff, and then they would. There was one time he put on his jockstrap in PE and realized that one of the other boys had ejaculated into it, and he felt that really messed him up.
Yeah. Although for a while he tried to play it off, and he's like, "Hey, it's Hell's Cream, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
And it wasn't until someone gave him like a wicked purple nurple that he screamed. He was like, wait a minute, what if it was Hell Scream instead? And so that's when he removed the hyphen.
That did take about 2 years of a lot of wayward ejaculate to get to that point, though. There was a lot of Hell's Cream, as he tried to work through it. But eventually he settled. Garage, of course, a family name, right, Brian?
Yes, it refers to it literally translates from the Orcish to mean the place where the car is kept. And he...
Which is where, of course, we get the word garage. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Well, it bleeds from their world into ours. He's a bit of a softie. He likes chick flicks and likes to weep himself to sleep every night as he realizes all he ever really wanted to do was to satisfy his dad. He's like, have I slain
right here
enough?
In this picture? If you're watching the video version, he's screaming his famous battle cry, which is also his favorite film. Made in Manhattan!
It really does look like that.
No, it's what it is. Like we just know a lot about Warcraft.
He's a big softie.
Yeah.
All right.
So how'd we do?
Well, he is the biggest softie in all of World of Warcraft, except for the fact that he became the war chief after Thrall and then decided to just kill everybody. So he's actually like the worst guy in World of Warcraft.
See, okay, look, Dills, look, that kind of language is only going to make things worse for Garish.
Hey, listen, man, there's a lot of baggage in that.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, he's literally carrying around baggage on his shoulders. Those are tusks that he killed a pit lord, I believe it was at one point, and he wears their tusks as shoulder pads, so he's carrying his baggage around with him at all times. He was murdered by Thrall, actually.
In Azeroth, they love brisket. They are just huge fans of barbecued meats.
And yes, Amazing Toaster is correct. He does keep his weed in those tusks.
Yes. Yeah, not only those tusks representative of him killing a pit lord, but you could put your weed in there as well. It's pretty nice.
Hey.
All right. Well, hey, man, where can people get more of this? Not this, but like actual. What do you guys talk about on Angry Chicken?
Stuff up about World of Warcraft characters?
Yeah.
You can't get that anywhere else but here. But
what do you guys talk about on Angry Chicken? I mean, obviously you talk about the game, but like you talk about news about the game or rumors.
Yeah. When we started the podcast, we kind of figured that we might have to do something every other week. How could there be enough to talk about with a game that's just a bunch of cards running into each other? Turns out there's plenty to talk about, so we do the show every single Monday. You can catch us live on twitch.tv/amovetv. And do it with Garrett Weinzierl and Jocelyn Moffitt's great show. And we have a ton of fans who are all fantastic. There's a Patreon as well for The Angry Chicken. So if you like it and you want to support us, you can check that out, patreon.com/TAC. And then I also stream myself playing this game and sometimes falling asleep in my chair while I do it.
Wait,
on Twitch TV.
That's the thing, right? Like you definitely fall asleep on stream like a lot.
Wait, this has actually happened?
Yeah, this is the only game I've ever played where, because you guys get it, right? Where you finish a game, you're like, just one more. I'll just do one more.
Yeah.
And then 10 more games later, you're passed out. So this has happened now on camera several times. I'm doing my best to fix it, but I don't know, I can't help myself. I just like to play Hearthstone.
What's your Twitch channel?
Oh, twitch.tv/Willie Dills SF. So you can check that out there. And I'm actually going to be streaming a lot more now that I got a computer that can actually handle it. So check that out.
Look at that. And still doing the instance, right?
Oh, yeah, still doing the instance with Scott Johnson. Now we have Patrick from France is on the show and the Terpster. So that show's still going strong.
Which is, killing it. It's so funny that you guys now... It has to be so satisfying. I think we were talking at Nerdtacular that like now you just have fans of you guys who have like stopped playing World of Warcraft and yet they just like listening to your guys' conversation.
Yeah, there's people come up. We get emails from people all the time. They're like, "Well, I quit the game, 4 years ago, but I just like to listen to you guys." So even when we get emails that say, "Will you please shut the fuck up about everything that's not World of Warcraft," we know that the reason that this show is as popular as it is that we're very conversational. We're just we're personalities at this point for these people. So that show is fantastic. I'm a fan of the show who now is on the show. So
living the American dream, baby.
Yeah, living the dream.
All right.
Awesome. So everybody go ahead and follow Willie Dills. Thank you so much. It took so goddamn long to get you on the show, but I'm glad
I know. Well, I didn't even know that you lived so close to me, man. So now that I know, Hood Slam, we got to do a Hood Slam.
Come on out.
I still have
on Friday, man. It's going to be a blast. They have
when is the next
it's all femmed out drag me to hell. It's all everyone is coming in drag. It's going to be hilarious.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I have your number. I'll hit you up and we'll make it happen.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Willie Dills, everybody. Give him a round.
Woo! I feel like we're experts at everything.
You know, I feel like people need to stop jocking our shit and thinking that we don't fucking know, enough to do a show. You know?
Yeah. Real. What does jocking our shit mean?
You know, like our shit is just kind of out there, right?
Is this like the shit biscuits from earlier?
No. This is, like a metaphor. Like shit biscuits include actual shit and actual biscuits.
No. Shit biscuits are croissants with chocolate inside.
Well, obviously. Yeah. Same.
Shit.
What?
So here's the deal. Bonnie, just keep going. Our shit metaphor, right? We're just all hanging out. Next thing you know, somebody comes up to us and starts jocking us, which might sound like I'm saying Jock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But really it's Jacques.
So like Patrick Beja shows up.
Yes, yeah. They're being a real French Canadian about it, and they're just like, oh, you do not know the world of Warcraft, and we're like, what the fuck, man? Our shit's just out here. Why do you got to be jocking it?
Somebody just sent me a link to Urban Dictionary, and the Urban Dictionary definition of shit biscuit is a byproduct produced by mostly old people who wear diapers as well as babies. The shit biscuit is formed when they shit themselves but doesn't clean up or get changed right away. Over time, the turd is flattened out from sitting on it and eventually hardens into a dried out biscuit or cookie-like turd. I went to the nursing home today to see Grandpa, and I think he had been making a batch of shit biscuits.
Brian, you say shit like that, and it really makes me think about my inbox.
Dude, is your inbox filled with shit biscuits?
I mean, it is because I'm an asshole, and I use this email client that just lets shit biscuits into my inbox called spam, and I can't clean it up myself because I'm very busy. So they just harden into crispy patties, and next thing you know, it's an unpleasant place to be.
Sorry, bro. That's life. Life is like a box of shit biscuits. The famous Robert Zemeckis movie told us.
So wait, this is normally where I come to you.
No, there's no help
about something because I got a problem and you can fix it.
Well, I mean, I've been working on a robot.
Hold on, tell me about this robot.
Well, I mean, his name's Eddie. And he's
a robot.
Well, he's got 4 legs and 37 mouths, and he runs on shit biscuits, and he just loves eating them. I mean, okay, it's not actually a robot. It's actually like a metaphorical robot, and actually, I didn't have anything to do with the creation of it. It's sort of, it's mailroute.net. If you go to mailroute.net, it's like a shit biscuit eating motherfucker. Let me tell you, man, these motherfuckers of MailRoute, they some shit-eating motherfuckers. They take all the shit from the internet.
Your shit.
Yeah.
Shit comes for you. Not the metaphorical shit we were talking about. Not the shit that you put in shit biscuits, which is actually Hershey's Kisses. We are talking about real-ass shit that comes into your inbox, and MailRoute fucking eats it and then smiles at you.
That's right. It's like a robot. Imagine a robot that was fueled by the methane created in shit biscuits that just gobbled them up and then the only thing you need to worry about is if you turn to your right and it's like you look and you get eye contact with the shit biscuit eating motherfucker, turn around and it's like the Fonz gives you a big thumbs up. It's like, hey.
Except all of its teeth are stained with shit. It just has all the hallmarks of something that's been eating shit for literally days, months, years, decades. If you listen real close, this is actually a true story. If you have MailRoute, you listen, you put your face up to your monitor.
Yeah.
and you listen closely, you can hear the shit biscuit eating mechanism saying gobble 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 gobble, eating shit all day, all night. You don't see the shit because it's eating it. That's the mail route promise.
Guaranteed, guaranteed. Hey, head on over to mailroute.net. If you hate spam and you can edit your MX records, then they will filter all your spam for you. Head on over to mailroute.net/nightattack. That's mailroute.net/nightattack. Whether it's a single person for only $29.99 per year or enterprise level support. Look at this. You got 499 people who need to get covered. $1.49 per user per month. Boom.
Man, if you have 499 people, then you have 499 problems, and spam ain't one, because you have $1.49 per user. You can fucking eliminate spam from all of your lives. There are IT professionals that are listening to this podcast, and all they got is Susie from accounting saying, my email's fucked up. Oh my God, I'm cheating on my husband and my email's fucked up. I found my grandpa's Nazi pistol and my email's fucked up. Shut up, Susie from accounting, because you can fucking save her email thanks to MailRoute.
Hey, man, thanks, MailRoute. Mailroute.net/nightattack. Hey, listen, Bonnie's got a problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, she, like a moth to the flame, she keeps regretting writing gangster raps about allergies and how she wants to bust a cap in their ass and kill.
Last time we saw MC Allergy was at Dragon Con last year, if I remember correctly, where Bonnie had wrote a song, and then I feel like there was a little pain in getting it out there. It was maybe a little intense. You know, you had a bunch of people staring at you. It was something that we really got a kick out of. It entertained the crowd. But I thought that was the last we'd see of MC Allergy. I thought she had dropped the mic.
You know, it probably should.
What?
I don't know. Wait a minute, what's more funny?
Retirement doesn't last for professional wrestlers and rap artists, which means MC Allergy is back yet again.
This is huge. I walk in, Bonnie in the middle of her fever dream from the flu.
It was a fever dream.
I walk in and I see her hunched over with a wicked grin on her face, clicking away on her laptop. And I was like, "What's going on?" You know, and she's like, "I'm writing a new rap."
It totally happened like
Allergy.
that. I know. It always seems like such a good idea at the time, you know?
All right, here's what I want to do. I'm torn because part of me wants to just drop a beat and have you try to read it to the beat, but a bigger part of me knows that Chat Realm are the wizards that will turn it into real music, because we did the suck on these nuts. Hey boyfriend. Oh, that's what it was called, right?
Yeah. Don't give away the hook, Brad. Come on. It's called Hey Boyfriend.
Yeah, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, this is the PSA.
Another Brian in the chat room. This is just like 8 Mile.
Yay, Jackie Hearn.
Hey boyfriend, don't suck on those nuts. Hey boyfriend, don't suck on those nuts. Hey boyfriend, don't suck on those nuts. Because I might die. You kissed me after sucking on nuts. You kissed me after sucking on nuts. You kissed me after sucking on nuts. Now I might die. Hey boyfriend, stick me with that thing. Hey boyfriend, stick me with that thing. Hey boyfriend, stick me with that thing and save my life.
Why did you have to play that?
What are you talking about?
Great. That was amazing. Also, that video, if you were watching it, is from Jackie Hearn. Jackie's got a great new little YouTube series where she reads old school 1950s bedtime books. I think it's called Nighty Night, but go ahead and look up.
Oh my gosh.
Right,
so
Jackie Hearn, 90 Night. They are so fun.
They're great. It shows you why the world is fucked up, because there were terrifying children back in the 1950s.
Yes.
Wait a minute. So wait, she's actually reading the.
No, she's altering it somewhat.
Okay, all right.
Like she said that she was going through some of her parents' old stuff, like as she was clearing things out.
Yeah.
And like was horrified. Like if she read them, like she couldn't like straight up read them because they were really so horrible. And then she like came up with these alternatives. And she's also writing and making
99 episode 1, Two Can Play a thing. I just want to play just a little bit of it.
Two Can Play That Game by Jackie Hearn. Illustrated and narrated by Jackie Hearn. Bernie Blackbird. Out walking one day, met Mr. Frog. Would you like to come hang with us tonight? We're going to have a real kick-ass party. A lot of hot chicks will be at my house, asked Bernie, who was always pulling pranks on other people. Mr. Frog thanked Bernie for the invitation and said he would stop by later. When he
It's so
Bernie's
great.
home,
It's so awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to give away the.
I gotta tell you, like my experience was having a fever dream. That's what I mean. Yeah, you know. So, like.
All right. Just lay it out. What's the premise?
No. But like, go and look at these right before you go to bed because it's like totally fun. Like that's the way you just let Jackie Hearn read you a night story. It's,
you're okay. Yeah, you're still talking about 99. No, it's great. It's awesome. Everybody should check it out. Bonnie, stop stalling.
Yeah,
I know I am.
What's the premise? What kind of track is this?
Everybody's out here, and I think Brian's right. You got to drop this with no beat. Let's just get a clean copy. I'm sure by the next episode we will have a polished version of a brand new MC Allergy track.
We'll have a polished shit biscuit.
I'm already saying that you are the shit biscuit. Like you are the shit. Not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. You are the shit biscuit. Where did the inspiration for this song come?
I was reading your Twitter feed. You up pops on my phone a tweet from Justin Robert Young, and I'm just like, new song is born. I was just like. Just spring forth. Yes.
Wow. Now I am more interested because it involves me.
I mean, they say you're not really writing things or creating something new. You're just picking it from the ether.
Sure. It already exists. You're discovering it. Sure.
And then people's response to your tweet about the subject was like, this is material.
All right. Quit teasing us. Go.
Okay. Oh God!
God, man, but did you hear the desperation and they're trying to fucking?
You guys can stop it now.
There ain't no stopping it. So, what is this? What is this about?
This is about the experience of getting mayo or aioli when you're out.
Mayo or
I was at one of our favorite brunch spots last Sunday. And all of a sudden Saturday, and I got an aioli that was indistinguishable in consistency to mayo. And this is I hate mayo. I've talked about it on the show many times. All of a sudden, now nobody has mayo on their menu. They now all have aioli, and this shit is fucking mayonnaise in a different guise. So you found inspiration in that.
Yes, I did. All right. You ready?
Yeah, no, so this is a diss track on mayonnaise.
Yes.
All right.
I'm so excited. This is going to be my new ringtone.
Okay. You slopping that glop. You know it gotta stop. You say it ain't sick. Then why it's so thick? You don't give me aioli. You a-holy. Don't give me aioli. You a-holy. I'm allergic to eggs. Don't need mayo on my breads. Don't need nothing that makes me take deads. Oops, I messed up.
Get another take.
Go back to the previous line and go.
Previously. Don't need mayo on my breads. Don't need nothing that makes me deads. If it's thick and white, there's probably egg in sight. If it's creamy and slick, it'll make me sick. Don't give me aioli. You a-holy. Don't give me aioli. You a-holy. I'm allergic to eggs. Don't need mayo on my breads. Don't need nothing to puke on my kids. That silver cup of goo leaves me with nothing to chew. I'm sending this back so I don't lose my crap. Don't give me aioli. You a-holy. Don't give me aioli. You a-holy. I'm allergic to eggs. Don't need mayo on my breads. Don't need nothing that requires meds.
I just want to. Okay, rap music is famous for focusing on footwear. Run DMC famously talked about their Adidas.
He walks on arena floors.
But the fact that Bonnie's worried about getting vomit on her kids is utterly amazing.
I mean, to be fair, a fairly limiting rhyme scheme, but the best pop songs are. So here we go, Bonnie. We're almost done with the recording.
Oh.
We just need some wild lines. of like, in rap songs,
like
the beats coming in.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah, Mayo sucks, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All
All right.
Just a few like MC Allergy back up in this shit. Something like just announcing your presence.
MC Allergy backing up in your shit.
Okay, there's a difference. I think what he's suggesting you say is that MC Allergy is back up in your shit. But if you say backing up,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
It kind of just sounds like you're inviting an anal intrusion.
This is Night Attack, is it not?
All right, no, just give me like one or two, like, yeah, like just like some wild lines there.
Yeah, ooh, baby.
It's great. Now just yell things that are involved in having a kid with allergies. Just like yell items or terminology that you know.
Use fresh gloves.
No, keep going.
Yeah, no, like more anger.
Okay, anger is all rap
Yeah,
songs
it's like
are angry.
EpiPen, call 911, use fresh gloves.
Okay,
Benadryl.
Benadryl, EpiPen. Hey, call 911. Dumb.
Great, that's amazing. And by the way, all right, just one more fresh take of use fresh gloves. I just need one more fresh take of use fresh gloves.
Okay. Use fresh gloves.
Call 911.
And I'm just sitting there going like, why wasn't there another one? Oh, I've got to say it. Okay, one. Oh God.
Oh man.
Right, I feel like I don't know if we can do anything else right now. I feel like we just need to shut it down on MC Allergy.
Yeah, no, I feel like we got it. We're looking forward to seeing what you guys put together with it. Wow. Man. All right, so use fresh gloves and call 911. Pics are in the doc is what people are telling me. Let's take a look if we got some pics of Wait, people are just saying yes.
Wait, pics for what?
No, they're just unrelated. There is a photo of the Kids Gap that Jana worked at.
Oh, that Jana used to work at. Yeah.
There she is. She's going through a portal. If you look closely in there, there's Jana working at Gap Kids.
Oh man.
That's amazing. Hey man, let's. You want to take a little diamond time?
Indeed, I do. Diamond Time, of course, is where you can shout out your own projects right here on this very, very show. We are a listener created and supported program, which is why we support you. Everybody can go ahead and enter in their projects at reddit.com/r/Diamond Club or diamondclub.reddit.com. Our first one comes in from Patrick Delahunty. Back to the predictions.com.
This is fantastic, by the way. I've caught myself just getting lost in some of these articles. I stumbled across one. This is where if I and you'll read it exactly, but if I understand it correctly, he's analyzing all of the specific predictions and evaluating if they're right or not.
Absolutely, yeah. So he writes, Back to the Predictions is a website by Patrick Delahunty that is looking at Back to the Future 2 in excruciating detail and comparing the predictions made in the movie with the 2015 of reality. Yes, everyone remembers flying cars and hoverboards, but did you remember the fax machines on the street, the widescreen TVs, or the double neckties? Do you know that they predicted Microsoft's recently announced HoloLens? Now, predictions are examined every weekday at 4:29 p.m. Pacific, Hill Valley time. Visit the site at backtopredictions.com.
Well, is there enough content to last a weekday every single day? This is amazing.
I mean, all you got to do is find 52 of them. You got to figure there's like 52 little elements there.
Wait, did you say every weekday or once a week?
Oh, shoot. Yes, no. He has many more than 52. It is every weekday at 4:29 p.m. Pacific time.
This is amazing, dude. So it's like the article on bionic implants. He breaks down, it's like the closest we got to bionic implants. The quote is, "Oh, Marty, be careful around that Grift character. He's got a few short circuits in his bionic implants." And he goes into the history of bionics, and he...
really, the big thing is go ahead to the shark.
The shark? Yeah, the hollow shark. And he talks about the HoloLens, I guess?
No, because the shark reared its head during the halftime show.
Oh, it did? That's amazing.
Sitting next to Katy Perry. No, seriously, compare that shark to the one that was on stage.
Oh, my God.
It's uncanny.
It really is. It is the exact same shark. That's amazing.
So go ahead and check that out. Back to predictions.com. Our second one is elsenerds.com. Elsenerds is a YouTube channel from Gregor Sprague. Gregor, 1942, in the Diamond Club chat realm. Corey Scott that talks about all things from TV shows, both American and British, and comic books. They have 3 shows. What else is on? American TV and movie reviews, Mondays at 9:30 East Coast time. Else Nerds, 616, a comic book news and review show, Saturday at 9:30 Eastern time. And Pod Save the Queen, British TV review, Sundays at 10 p.m. East Coast time. Visit elsenerds.com and subscribe.
Yeah, right on.
And of course, Captain Chief
Lord.
Ford.
Chief Lord
says, slap back chat frat. The guys who do the British accents now have a Reddit. Reddit.com/r/slap_back_chat_frat. You can find all the episodes there. They're waiting for you with their mouths open, crouched in pose, just the way you like it. Send them some Diamond Club love, if you please.
Trainers, t-shirt, coat, rucksack, helmet, hat. Got to work, packed all my clothes, and then I went to get changed. I didn't have any socks. So
Okay.
Slap back chat frat. It's like a podcast, but British.
They spell it with a U in there. Podcast, C-A-U-S-T is how they spell it.
And they once got into a real tiff in the Falkland Islands.
What?
Falkland Islands.
The Falkland Islands, yeah.
Falkland Islands.
And then we don't have a thing, right? The season is done for the winter movie draft, right?
Yeah, dude, we proclaimed the winner, Brett Rounceville, who keeps making a habit of showing up at my house just to rub it in my face personally. He keeps coming out claiming he has games in Austin.
Is he there now?
Yeah, no, he was there last night. He was here last night. He's running a game tonight. I was trying to talk him into canceling his flight so we could play squash tomorrow. Squash sounds so WPR, but it's a hard as hell game, man. Squash is amazing. It kicks your ass.
Like in squash with your team building friend.
WPR.
Dude, yeah, no, I won't even get into the game he has to do today, but it is a hot load of horseshit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's inside baseball, but yeah, he's working for his money today.
Bonnie is pointing at her laptop, not aware that I can't see what's on it.
Remember that you have that beautiful BB sign over there, and Dave Vetro?
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I want to give a huge shout out to Dave Vetro, who wrote us saying that he wanted to announce that he's pregnant. Dave Vetro is, of course, that guy Root, who put together this amazing marble BB logo creation that is always in the background because I want to show it off to the world at all times. And he was super excited that he's pregnant. We're making grandbabies. We're grandparents, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
How's
Now,
that feel?
there are people that are being married and born because, at least in part, this show has happened, and it is insane to think about that. All right, so stuff real quick in the calendar. We will have more Journey stuff next week. We want to give California Carl, who has taken such an amazing leadership role in terms of leading people to help clean up the chapters before we start voting on them. So you can follow along with everything at the Reddit. That is reddit.com/r/Diamond Club. And maybe next week, but soon, maybe even before next week, we got to talk about South by So Wasted.
Oh, dude, I you know what? I told you I was gonna fire off an email as soon as I hung up, and then instead I had dinner with the family. So I will fire off that email. Oh no, I did fire off that email. I just haven't gotten an answer back.
Yeah, no, and yeah, like it's in flux. Like just know that we are planning on doing something. We've got a few really awesome people that want to be a part of it, including one that hasn't ever played a live event for us that approached us that you are familiar with if you are familiar with the show. But hopefully we'll be able to save everything for one big announcement. But if you can make your way out to South by Southwest Interactive, it's going to be the place to be.
Heck yeah. You're danged right, sir.
Begins, by the way, the greatest of our Triple Crowns.
The 2015 South by So Wasted Nerdtacular Dragon Con Extravaganza?
It ends with the biggest Dragon Con we've ever done.
Yeah. That's a thing. That's a fact. Hey, watch Hacking the System. It's still on TV, and you should watch. And that's all there is.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, man. Wait, hold on. You ducked out. Was there anything else you want to say?
Just that I love everybody.
Great. Spoiler alert. Way to ruin it.
Eric Broadmoor's a dick.
Die to fire.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, Justin Robert Young, every time you go, I get so sad that I wanna drink a warm glass of Drano. Night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack.